Thank you so much, Jessica. It was so fun to hear the genius of Jessica Iddings. It's just fun to be around all of these amazing presidential diamonds. Well, right now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about how to present the doTERRA product, or also you can include the business opportunity here. Today we're going to focus specifically on how to share the information in the Natural Solutions handout. Now, I want you to remember that the information that you're going to share in a class can also be minimized. Maybe you're on an airplane, right? And you have, 2 minutes. It can be minimized to 2 minutes. You can also take this information. Maybe you'll only have 10 minutes. Maybe you're playing at the park and you have 10 minutes to share. You can apply it to that. Or maybe you do have a more formal class. People are coming to your home. You have, 8 people there. It can be stretched out to 40. Whatever it is, the information is the same, and the formula and principles that I'm going to teach you today are just going to help create more quality experiences for people so that they can be guided on that path to either enrollment or to, integrating the oils into their home, or even building doTERRA with you. Okay, so really quickly, before even talking to anyone, I always sit down and I think to myself, what kind of intention do I want to put into what I'm going to say and what I'm going to do? And the 2 words that always come to mind for me is I want to be able to empower and educate people on natural solutions that are literally going to transform and change their life. And so already before I speak to anyone, I put myself into a giver mindset where I truly have a gift and I'm going to share that gift with you. And so when I'm going to talk to people, I'm not so focused on selling and enrolling and what's my paycheck going to look like. I'm only thinking about how can I upgrade their life in this brief moment that I have with them. And so if you can really get into that mindset, it's going to make a tremendous difference. And you're not going to be so nervous because you're not focusing on what you're going to get out of it. You're focusing on them, and then that experience is going to be so different. And so, again, let's go over this tear pad really quickly because I think there are so many gems in here. And at the end of the day, what this is going to help you to do is help you, again, create that quality experience for people. And so in your mind, I want you to imagine, in a sense, that you are getting ready to have people over for a party, and you have prepared a beautiful meal. You've decorated the room, you've prepared everything so that everyone can come and have an amazing experience. It's kind of like this with classes. Before you actually have people over, it's probably a good idea to have some tools in your tool belt, right? It's important to have essential oils on hand. I have taught classes mistakenly without essential oils. Bad idea. It's better to have them with you all the time. So if you can have them on your keychain or in your home, have them on display. That's a really great idea. And then having some type of tool like this is handy. I actually always have one in my purse. I've signed people up on the plane. Just random places. I just have one accessible so I can go, oh, here's a class right here with an enrollment kit, with an enrollment sheet. It's really helpful. So again, prepare yourself to present. Let's pretend like you're in a class setting. As people are walking in, that first 5 minutes, 10 minutes as they're walking in, that's a really important time to connect. So you want to have your oils out, your diffuser running, your tear pad, your pens out there, but you really want to take that time to just connect to them, find out who they are and why they came and what they're hoping to experience. You can do the same thing if you're on a plane. You can just connect with them, take some time to just find out who they are, see if there's any needs that they have that you can offer solutions to. And then as everyone sits down, maybe you're just hosting and you're not presenting the main class yet. As a host, one of your responsibilities is to welcome everyone to your class. Welcome them, and then maybe share a brief story of how the essential oils changed your life. Maybe you share, where you were before the oils came into your life, how you felt about your situation. Maybe you had something that you were struggling with, how the essential oils and products came to the rescue, and how you feel about your future now. Something as easy as, before, about 5 years ago, I was looking for natural solutions for my children, and I felt powerless and discouraged, and I kept trying, but I wasn't finding the results that I wanted. And then my friend introduced me to Melaleuca oil, and it changed everything. And now I feel incredible about my future. I feel powerful. I feel like I have solutions at my fingertips. So it's a really brief story to really set up the room for success. And then if I'm introducing a presenter, then I edify. And I tell them why they should listen to this particular person. why they should listen to Andrew. He has amazing experience with essential oils. He knows his stuff. He's a doTERRA Gold. He's an Aroma Touch trainer. Whatever it is to help bring their attention to him so that they'll actually listen to what he has to say. So if I'm the host, I'm introducing the presenter. If I don't have a presenter, no problem. I'm the presenter. I just bring more credibility and value. Maybe you tell them why they should listen to you. I'm a mom. I've had lots of experience here. And then after you do that kind of introduction, if the presenter comes up, then that's the time for the presenter to say, thank you so much, Rebecca, for hosting this class. Now I'm going to get into the meat of what I'm going to say. So again, just creating that connection with the audience and then telling them why it's important, why they've made a good decision to be here tonight is key. Now, that's the preparation. You're going to now introduce them to the menu, right? If you're at a restaurant, the waiter's going to pull out the menu and he's going to say, well, look at all the things you can order tonight. And when I do that, I basically tell them my intention, what I'm hoping from this class. And again, I reiterate, I want you to be educated and empowered with natural solutions to change your home. I also tell them one of the reasons why I'm here is to help you get essential oils into your home. That's why I'm here. And I also tell them, some of you might be interested in sharing essential oils with family and friends, or even possibly building and doing this as a business. Come talk to me afterwards. So I set that intention for what I'm looking for. And then I get into, what they're going to learn. So during this class today, you're going to learn 3 things. And I just keep these things in my mind so that I know that just to make sure that I hit on these 3 things. You're going to learn what essential oils are. You're going to learn how to use them. And then again, how to get them into your home, right? I'm not just going to tell you all this cool information and then withhold the product from you, the product that can actually change your life. So that's what I share with them. And then I get into the appetizer. So this front page here to me is kind of like the appetizer. It's like, let's just give you a little nibble. And I only spend about, in a class setting, 10 minutes. Maybe if I'm on a one-on-one, I just kind of hit on the points that they're mostly interested in. Sometimes I take a minute to cover this page, So again, just reading through this information, practicing it, getting it into your mind is going to help you to have the flexibility to know how to play with it depending on who you're talking to. So this, I just want you to remember that simplicity is just fine. It's really great. I'm a presidential diamond, and when I teach this part of the class, guess what I do? I actually just have people read it for me. I don't really teach it that much. I just have them read it, and then I'll say, do you have any questions? Let's review the questions. And the main thing that I do is I pass the oils around as we're reading it, and I share personal experiences, or if the class has had success with, peppermint or frankincense, I have them share those personal experiences. Again, very brief, 10 minutes, get through the material, even if you're standing here and just reading it, completely fine. That's just fine. Then I get into, I call this part the entree, right? This is the steak and potatoes. This is the main course. This is the big fun, okay? This is where you're going to really be playful. This is the second part of any great presentation. How do I use oils? How does this apply to me? And so, take time to make sure that to get the oils on people. There's 3 different ways to get the oils onto people. If I'm in a one-on-one setting, if I can hit on all 3, I win. If I'm in a class setting, if I can hit on all 3 and have people use essential oils aromatically, topically, or internally, I win, right? And the other thing that someone told me just recently, they said, sometimes you have to model it for them. So, if you open a bottle of Citrus Bliss and start passing it around, they may just smell it, but not really experience the oil. And so when you take out a bottle of Breathe, for instance, I have one right here, open it up, demonstrate, model, put it on your hands, rub it together, smell it, and then they will follow suit. So just remember, teach these 3 principles and then do it so that you can get an A+ in the experience here. And then this part right here is pretty crucial. Sometimes people skip over that. This is where you really get audience involvement. And presentations can be really boring if there's one person just talking the whole time, but if you can get them engaged and playing with you, then it's really a fun experience. So have them actually take the time to write everything down. Be okay with pauses in your class. Be okay with those times where it's quiet so people can actually reflect, why is this important to me? How could this change my life? How can I get going? And then this part right here, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can definitely go through the wellness pyramid and see where their priorities are. Sometimes I have 3 people in the audience just tell me, what do you want to learn? And we kind of go from there. I've also seen it where people already have the main maybe 10 oils or 10 products that they want to share, and they basically tell people, we're going to go over the 10 most common things that I hear in these classes, and then we're going to make sure that you get your answers, your questions answered at the end of class. So there's lots of ways to do it. This is the big fun, get oils on people, spread the love. It's going to be great. Okay, so this is the best part. Okay, so this is the dessert part. This is the yummiest part of the whole presentation, because you're actually teaching people how to get essential oils into their home. And some people are kind of uncomfortable sometimes with selling stuff, and so they pull back at this part, or they get nervous and they get scared, and then their audience starts to get nervous and scared about buying stuff. And I realized it's kind of in here, and I got uncomfortable selling stuff. I'm like, I'm not a salesperson at all, and I started to really analyze what was happening in my mind. And what was happening is I thought for some reason if I shared how to get oils, I was a taker. And I started having to reflect how grateful I was that someone introduced me to essential oils, how profoundly they had changed my life. And so now this part is truly the best part. It's the dessert, and you should treat it as such. And so whenever I'm talking about different ways to order, again, I tell them the different options. You can buy retail or you can buy wholesale. But I always tell them we're going to find the kit that best suits your needs. So you want to tell them the value of each kit. And so I tell people, again, you are the messenger. Don't already assume what people are going to buy. Your job is just to present the information and let people make educated guesses, okay, into what they want to get. Educated decisions. So first off, here are, some really great business options. So for those of you who are interested in building the business, check out the Diamond Kit. And then you tell the benefits of it. You get every product here. You save $794 with this kit. The other amazing thing is if you create an LRP or a loyalty rewards order next month, you get an additional 400 points for free. So again, build the value for every single kit. And then I also tell them, there's other smaller kits that you can also start with. Some of you may be more comfortable starting there. There's Family Essential Kits. Home Essential Kit is a very, very popular kit. And then I tell them, but my favorite kit is the Natural Solutions Kit. And here's why. And then I begin to break down some of my favorite benefits of this kit. I talk about the savings, and I talk about what they're going to be able to get. So if they order this kit and sign up next month with the LRP for 100 PV, they get an additional 100 free products. And again, what I started realizing was, this is just my own personal issue. When I started doTERRA, I didn't have a lot of money. I was struggling financially. And so I could only really afford in the beginning the smallest kit. And so I sold a lot of those small kits. And I was wondering, why am I selling those and everyone else is selling these bigger kits? And I realized that it had a lot to do with my belief and what I highlighted. And I realized that with people, I was mainly talking about the smallest kit. So if that's your issue, you may want to shift and pick a new kit to be your favorite kit and learn why it can really serve and benefit. And now I sell these bigger kits all the time. It's not a problem. Again, you can go through the smartest way to order, right? The LRP. You can hit on that. You can have people read it, and basically give them enrollment kits and have them enroll. When you're done with the class, just some really great things to remember is give them time. Make sure they have enrollment kits. Give them time to look over it, and then and if you have an upline there that can help you, or team members that can help you, you go and actually spend a little bit of time with each person so that you can actually enroll people there or help them on their way. There's more tips on closing later during this presentation, during this training. So look for those 6 tips to close. And if someone can't physically come to your class, maybe they live out of state, or maybe they couldn't make it that night, they want to learn more, you can actually leverage the Share Success Pro app. You can put them on the interactive Natural Solutions class path, and they'll be able to customize what they want to learn and actually choose an enrollment kit through that process as well. Okay, are you ready for some big fun? Because we're going to practice now a part of the class. And the class that we're going to practice is this part right here. It's called the safe part. So if you can get out your tear pad, I'm going to model it really quickly, and then you're going to turn to your neighbor and practice, and then flip and practice with each other. So this is the part, again, that's brief. You don't have to take a lot of time here. We've already taught them the history of essential oils, what they are, how effective they are, and now we're going to talk about safety. And so again, you can just read it right off of here and then elaborate as needed. So doTERRA set a new standard for purity with CPTG in response to unregulated essential oil standards that limit usage and benefits. So what that really means is in the current status quo, there wasn't really a way to regulate essential oils, and there are actually 4 grades of essential oils on the market. Synthetic, which are going to be your chemicals that are made in labs, right? Man-made synthetics. These are actually toxic. They can be very toxic to you. A lot of times we find them in our fragrances like perfumes or deodorants. Second grade is food grade. Now this is going to be found in cooking extracts and flavorings. The problem is there is no therapeutic benefit to these oils. They're just processed for their flavor. The third grade of oil is therapeutic grade. And the issue that I have with therapeutic grade is there is no regulation. There is no government standard. There is no regulation. And so you can go to the store, and you can grocery store or online or even the dollar store and buy 100% pure essential oil. And it could be partially an essential oil and the rest a filler, or it could have a synthetic, or it could have not the right chemical constituents to really give you the results that you desire. And so as a mother, I want to be very, very careful. And this is an area that I do not fudge. I want to make sure that I'm using the very best products on my family when it comes to safety and therapeutic impact. And so doTERRA raised that standard, and they created something called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. And let me share with you what it means. We're going to read right here. It means that the plants are harvested in their natural habitat. They're beyond organic, verified pure, free of fillers, pesticides, and foreign contaminants. There's stringent third-party testing of every batch to ensure powerful benefits without harmful side effects. To me, that means the integrity of the product, the potency of the product are spot on, and they're good enough for my family. So right now we're going to experience a certified pure therapeutic grade essential oil, and we're going to pass around frankincense. All right, so you're going to turn to your partner right now and go practice. Have fun. Welcome back. I hope you had a great time. Again, practice, get in front of people. The main thing is just to get out there and just start sharing, start presenting that message. Through experiences, through making mistakes, sometimes it's okay, make them all the time. You're going to gain confidence, and you're going to be able to empower a lot of people with this amazing opportunity. So excited you get to hear from Melina Harrison right now. Melina is a presidential diamond in doTERRA. She's a mother of 4. She's also a massage therapist. And what I love most about Melina, well, besides her kindness and her charm, is her strategic mind. I just want to spend some time there learning about the way she thinks and the way she's able to break up things so that it makes sense. You are in for a treat. Melina Harrison.